The storms of Carthus 9 didn't scream, they droned. A low, endless vibration, like some colossal throat humming beneath the planet's crust. Lieutenant Rian Holt had grown accustomed to many things across 7 rotations of isolation-failing oxygen recyclers. The metallic taste of processed water, the static loneliness of talking to a dead-come board, but he never grew used to that. Planetary hum. It pulsed in the bones. It threaded itself through dreams, and tonight it seemed. Louder, he stood at the edge of Outpost Hellion's observation deck, staring out across a desert that wasn't sand at all, but ground-down mineral shards, glittering like powdered glass. The horizon swayed, hazy from thermal distortion, broken only by the skeletal silhouettes of abandoned communications towers' monuments. To a human presence that had once been ambitious, and was now nearly forgotten. Rian exhaled softly. The glass fogged. He rubbed it away. He was aging faster than he expected. Isolation did that. The silence did that. The waiting did that. They had told him the relief ship would arrive in 16 months. It had now been 93 months. There was no relief ship. There was only him and the hum. His hands, once steady from years of military training, now shook when he tried to hold them still. His reflection in the window looked like a ghost pretending to be human, hollow cheeks, sunken eyes. The wiry beard of someone who had stopped caring about grooming on day. 300 and never resumed. He whispered to the storm beyond the glass, "Why am I still here?" The outpost didn't answer. It just, On night 2802 of isolation, he stopped counting days. So he counted nights. A new sound broke the hum. A click. Soft. Deliberate. Rian froze where he sat. Halfway through logging another pointless systems report that no one would ever read, his fingers hovered over the console keys. Another clicked on, then a low tremor. He stood slowly. The tremor grew. At first he thought it was another. Tectonic shift Carthus 9 was notorious for those, but no tectonic pattern he'd studied ever formed rhythm. These tremors weren't chaotic. They were paced. They were heavy floss. Phallus. Climbing into his throat. Climbing into his throat. Nothing that lived on Carthus 9 walked upright or walked at all. The ecosystem was microbial and arthropodal at best. Nothing larger than a house cat had ever been documented. Rian reached instinctively for his sidearm. The tremors deepened. Then, a sound he had never heard before in all his years on the planet. A call. Low resonant. It vibrated the air vents. Rattled the observation deck windows. It sounded like the world itself exhaling. Rian swallowed dryly. Not possible. But it was happening. On the console, without warning. Every sensor array at the outpost lit up proximity alarms, thermal signatures, geomapping. The holographic projection flickered alive, painting the 3D terrain. Outside the outpost in pale cyan light, a shape appeared, large, moving warm, dash-bloodied, impossible, Rian. Leaned closer. The shape was approaching the outpost entrance. There were things the early survey teams whispered, about things that were never formally written into reports. Rian remembered one briefing in particular. Years ago, when he'd been fresh in the corps, his uniform unwrinkled, his optimism unbroken. The grizzled commander, Jackson, had stood at the front of a cramped briefing room and said, "There's something on Carthus 9 that spooks the hell out of long-range sensors. We don't know what it is. We don't know if it's alive. Greater than, but don't go near it. Greater than if it finds you. God help you." The cadets laughed nervously. Rian didn't laugh. "Is it a creature, sir?" Jackson had looked at him, really looked. "Greater than we call it the Queen. Lieutenant Holt. Because whatever she is, she rules that place, and she does not want us there." Nothing else had been said, and every official record omitted it entirely. Rian had always chalked it to superstition. But now, as the outpost's metal floor vibrated under titanic, approaching footsteps, he wasn't so sure. The exterior floodlights snapped on automatically, triggered by the moving mass outside. Their beams pierced the dust storm, illuminating little dot at first, only shifting particulate clouds. Then, a silhouette, tall, angular, alien. Something moved closer, emerging from the dust like a nightmare crawling out of memory. Rian's breath hitched. The creature towered 3 times as high, yet its movements were elegant. Its form was not humanoid. It had no symmetry human eyes found comforting. Its limbs bent in directions that suggested another evolutionary logic. Its carapace shimmered in hues of violet blue, black a living prism that caught the floodlights and refracted them into ghostly constellations. The queen, her, approach shook dust from the ceiling. Rian felt a primal instinct claw at his spine. Run. Hide. Escape. But there was nowhere to run, and she was already here. The queen stopped at the outpost gate, and then, slowly, impossibly, she lowered herself to the ground, folding those vast limbs beneath her, as if waiting, watching, listening, or Rian stood transfixed, unable to breathe. Then she spoke, not in words. In vibration, the hum of the planet seemed to converge into her body, resonating outward in subtle pulses that his skull translated as meaning, primitive meaning, instinctive. Meaning, asterisk, open the door. Asterisk, Rian staggered back. No, he whispered. No, this isn't happening. But it was. The queen lifted her massive head slightly, an array of crystalline, sensory nodes shimmering along her crest. The floodlights reflected in them like stars caught in ice. Asterisk, open the door. Asterisk, the vibrations pressed into him. She wasn't asking, she was commanding. He backed toward the console, weapons still in hand, but useless. Rian Holt had faced combat. He had faced vacuum breaches, he had even faced death, but he had never faced anything like this. The queen shifted outside, and the outpost creaked under the pressure of her presence as though the building itself feared offending her. Rian closed his eyes. If she wanted to kill him, she would have torn the outpost apart, but she didn't. She waited calmly, patiently, as if she knew he would obey. Rian exhaled a trembling breath. Damn it. He keyed the door override. The airlock cycled with a hiss. The queen entered. She filled the chamber like a living shadow, her immense form bending and curling with eerie precision to avoid damaging the walls. Her limbs, long, multi-jointed, impossible to fully track with human eyes, moved with a dancer's grace. Rian stumbled backward as she lowered her central body segment toward him, her sensory nodes swiveling until they aligned directly with his eyes. He felt something probe his mind, a presence, ancient, vast, and unsettlingly calm. Asterisk, she spoke again, not with resonance this time, but with layered frequencies that bypassed his ears entirely. Asterisk, do not fear. Your fear is loud. Asterisk, Rian clutched the wall to stay upright. What do you want from me? The queen folded her limbs, settling low to the ground, almost in a posture of rest. Something like a ripple passed through her crystalline surface, shifting colors in slow waves. Asterisk, you are alone. Asterisk, his throat tightened. Yes. Asterisk, you have been alone for a long time. Asterisk, he swallowed. Yes, another wave of color. Softer. Asterisk, then. I will sit with you. Asterisk, Rian blinked. What? The queen moved closer slowly, deliberately, and positioned herself beside him. Her massive body radiated a faint heat. Like the warmth of machinery after hours of operation, he pressed himself against the wall. You can't stay here. Asterisk, I can. Asterisk, but why? What are you? Her resonance deepened. Asterisk, I am the one they told you to avoid. A chill crawled through him. I am the one they do not understand. Then and I chose you. Asterisk, the queen didn't speak again for a long time. Instead, she simply remained there, filling the outpost with her silent gravity. Days passed. Rian stopped keeping track, though he observed small changes. She did not eat. She did not sleep. But she listened to the storm. To the planet, to him. When the power system finally warned of catastrophic collapse, she shifted unexpectedly. Asterisk, asterisk, come, asterisk. She extended a limb toward the exit, not touching him, merely directing him. Asterisk, asterisk, your shelter dies. You must not die with it. Asterisk, asterisk. He stared at the failing generators, then at her. What's out there that could keep me alive? Asterisk, asterisk, follow. Asterisk, asterisk, the word vibrated through his bones. Reluctantly, he packed what little gear he had, left trash in pouches. A damaged scanner, his father's old compass. Useless on an alien world, but comforting, and followed the Queen into the stormed car. This Nine's desert was a frozen ocean of mineral shards each step, crunched underfoot like broken glass. The wind carved spirals into the crystal dunes. Occasional lightning forks illuminated the sky. Though no thunder ever followed, the Queen moved ahead of him, her vast limbs sinking into the ground with gentle finality. Each movement strangely noiseless despite her size. Asterisk Rian trudged behind, exhaustion clinging to him like a second skin. Where are we going? He shouted over the wind. She slowed slightly but didn't turn. Asterisk, asterisk, to the place your kind abandoned. Asterisk, asterisk, what place? Asterisk, asterisk, the one you pretend never existed? Asterisk, asterisk, his breath caught. The research colony. The Queen didn't answer, which meant yes. His pulse quickened. The colony was just a myth, a black site. Experiment humans had supposedly built and then erased. Rumors said they discovered something there. Something dangerous. Something that made them leave the planet altogether, and now she was taking him to it. They traveled for days. Rian lost sense of time. The sun was dim here, filtered through constant storms. He walked by the Queen's bioluminescent shimmer, each color shift casting ghostly reflections across the glass dunes. At night, he slept beside her. He hadn't expected that. He didn't want to admit he needed it. She radiated warmth like a low-burning furnace. And for the first time in years, he didn't dream of dying alone. Sometimes. In the quiet of night, he spoke softly, mostly to himself. Though she listened, I was supposed to go home after the first rotation. A ripple of color. Asterisk, asterisk, home is distant for you now. Asterisk, asterisk. Yes, I guess it is. You feel forgotten. Yes. Asterisk, asterisk. But I do not forget. Asterisk, asterisk. He looked up at her silhouette, faintly glowing. What are you really? Asterisk, asterisk, a survivor? Her limbs folded closer. Like you. Asterisk, 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 on the 12th day. The storm broke just enough to reveal something. Massive on the horizon, Rian's steps faltered. It was a structure, half buried under centuries of mineral drift. Towering spires jutted from the ground like the ribs of a long-dead titan. Human architecture, angular, metallic, unmistakably woven with unfamiliar growths. Like the desert itself had tried to reclaim it. The Queen stopped beside him. Asterisk, asterisk, your kind called it Eidolon Station. Asterisk, asterisk, Rian's breath trembled. That was just a rumor. Asterisk, asterisk, not a rumor, a wound. Asterisk, asterisk, the way she said it made his stomach twist. Why bring me here? The Queen began moving toward the ruins. Asterisk, asterisk, because you must understand what your kind did. Asterisk, asterisk, the massive doors had long since buckled under geological pressure. The Queen lifted a limb, and with frightening ease, cracked the remaining structure open, allowing Rian to slip inside. The station was a cathedral of silence. Dust hung in slow motion. Lights flickered dimly. Impossibly still powered after all this time, echoes followed every footstep. Human signs marked the walls' faded logos. Fractured warning symbols, peeling directives. Rian shivered. This place shouldn't exist anymore. He touched a consulate screen, glitching awake with old logs. Idle Station Project Ascension. His pulse quickened. He opened one of the logs. A scientist appeared, hollow-eyed, frantic, recorded decades earlier. Greater than we've made contact. Not with a species, but with a system. The planet is alive, reactive, resonant. Everything we build, it responds to. Everything we touch, it learns from. This isn't a world. It's a mind. The recording glit. Next log auto-played. We thought we found a queen organism. But she's not their queen. She's an interface. A conduit. She speaks for them. She is them. Another log, greater than we tried to communicate. She tried to understand us. But we failed. We were too afraid. And when the resonance initiated God, we didn't know what it meant. Static, silence. Then greater than if anyone finds this. Don't go near her. Rian's blood ran cold. Slowly, he turned toward the queen behind him. Her body shimmered in muted tones. He whispered, "They were afraid of you. Asterisk, asterisk, they feared what they woke. Asterisk, asterisk, what did they wake?" Her gaze, if it could be called one, shifted toward the depths of the facility. Asterisk, asterisk, come. I will show you. Asterisk, asterisk, the corridors became warped. The further they went, metal blended seamlessly with alien minerals, as though the station had been partially digested by the planet. Itself, Rian felt the hum grow stronger. The queen's colors dimmed. This is what they called the Ascension Chamber. He asked, asterisk, asterisk, the place where they tried to change themselves. Asterisk, asterisk, he froze. Change themselves how? She paused. Asterisk, asterisk, to become what I am. Asterisk, asterisk. He felt the breath leave his lungs, impossible. Asterisk, asterisk, no. She moved deeper, her voice a low resonance. They wished to merge with the planet's mind, to ascend beyond flesh, to erase loneliness forever. Asterisk, asterisk, her words struck him like a blow. He whispered, "Did it work?" The queen stopped at a massive sealed door inside. Something pulsed faintly, something alive. Asterisk, asterisk, you will see. Asterisk, asterisk, the door slid open, and Rian saw them, what was left of them. Humans not dead, but changed. Their bodies fused with crystalline structures, suspended in a shimmering web of mineral filaments. Their faces were peaceful, eyes closed, glowing faintly as though dreaming. He staggered back. No, this can't be real. The queen moved beside him, lowering her form. Asterisk, asterisk, they merged. Their minds are part of the planet now. Asterisk, asterisk. He shook his head violently. That's not ascending. That's losing everything, your body, your identity. Asterisk, asterisk is identity only flesh. Asterisk, asterisk, he clenched his fists. Yes. I mean, no, I don't know, Nobbit. Why show me this? Her response was soft. Asterisk, asterisk, because you are dying, Rian Holt. Asterisk, asterisk, he froze. His throat tightened. What? Asterisk, asterisk, your bones weaken. Your heart strains. Your mind frays. Her colors dimmed. You have lived too long alone. Asterisk, asterisk, Rian sank to the floor, trembling. I know. Then she spoke with a gravity that filled the chamber. Asterisk, asterisk, you do not have to die alone. Asterisk, asterisk. He looked up at her. What are you offering? Asterisk, asterisk, a choice. Asterisk, asterisk, the queen unfolded herself. Rising to full height, her body luminous, radiant, beautiful in a way no human would have dared to call beauty. Asterisk, asterisk, join the ascended. Become part of the world mind, or... She lowered herself again, closer, gentler. Stay with me, asterisk. Asterisk. Rian's breath hitched. What does that mean? Asterisk, asterisk, you will not merge. You will not lose your form, but you will share resonance with me. Thoughts, memories, silence. Asterisk, asterisk, He stared at her, stunned. Why me? She pulsed softly. Asterisk, asterisk, because you listened, because you endured, because your loneliness called to mine. Asterisk, asterisk, his heart hammered painfully. And if I refuse both options, asterisk, asterisk, you will die within months. Asterisk, asterisk, silence, heavy, crushing, unavoidable. He looked around the chamber at the suspended ascended humans, at the crystalline glow, at the impossible beauty of it all. Then he looked at the queen. I don't want to lose myself. Asterisk, asterisk, then stay yourself. Asterisk, asterisk, will it hurt? Asterisk, asterisk, transformation always does. Asterisk, asterisk, Rian closed his eyes. He made his choice. The queen lowered her largest limb and touched his chest. The impact wasn't physical. It was resonant. A wave of vibration passed through him, as though every atom in his body momentarily recognized another frequency. His heart raced, his vision blurred, his bones felt weightless. He gasped as his memories flashed outward, projected into a shimmering light around them. His childhood, his first mission, his mother's voice, the day he was assigned to. Car this -9, the long nights alone. The queen received them all silently. Reverently then her memories, Sif, they were memories flowed back into him. Not images, not thoughts, emotions, vastness, age, a loneliness so ancient, it felt like a wound carved into time itself. Rian cried out. Falling to his knees, the queen steadied him. Her voice vibrated softly. Asterisk, asterisk, you are not alone. Asterisk, asterisk, and for the first time in years, he believed it. Hours or days passed. Time lost meaning. When Rian finally stood, his body felt different, not changed externally, but aligned internally. He could sense the queen, her presence like a warm pulse at the edge of thought. He could feel the planet's hum, not as noise, but as song. He could breathe deeply for the first time in years. He turned to her. It's done. Asterisk, asterisk, yes. Asterisk, asterisk, what am I now? Her resonance was gentle. Asterisk, asterisk, you are still Rian Holt, but you are no longer alone. Asterisk, asterisk, he smiled small. Fragile, genuine. Thank you. A sudden rumble shook the facility. RIA and tensed. What was that? The queen's body shifted, crystalline spines opening like antennae. Asterisk, asterisk, a ship. Asterisk, asterisk, a ship. Human? Asterisk, asterisk, no. Asterisk, asterisk, Rian swallowed. Then who? The queen rose to her full height, her bioluminescence intensifying. Asterisk, asterisk, others have heard your distress signal. They come seeking the one you used to be. Asterisk, asterisk, he felt fear cold and sharp. What do they want? The queen turned toward the surface. Asterisk, asterisk, to claim this world, to claim you. Asterisk, asterisk, Rian stepped beside her. What do we do? Her resonance deepened into something resolute. Asterisk, asterisk, we protect what is ours. Asterisk, asterisk, Rian blinked. Ours. She lowered her form, aligning her sensory crest with his face. Asterisk, asterisk, yes. Asterisk, asterisk, they stood together at the threshold of the ancient facility, man and queen, small and vast. Mortal and ageless as the sky above, cracked with the descent of unknown ships. Rian felt his old fear rising, but it was met and matched by something new inside him, a calm, a resonance, a connection. The queen spoke softly. Asterisk, asterisk, do you regret choosing to stay? Asterisk, asterisk, he looked up at her, his breath steady. No, not anymore. Asterisk, asterisk, why? Asterisk, asterisk, he exhaled. Because someone finally sat beside me. A soft ripple of color flowed through her. Asterisk, asterisk, then we face what comes. Together. Asterisk, Asterisk, the ground trembled as the alien. Ships lowered through the storm. Rian stepped. Closer to the Queen? I'm ready. She answered, asterisk, asterisk, you are. Asterisk, asterisk, together? They walked toward the rising light, toward whatever future waited, toward whatever war or peace would. Come not alone, not anymore.